Really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening, but they found the opening and exploited it.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Ready. We're waiting. Here we go, D. SOS.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hey, Charlie. 41. We got to wedge that, huh? Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Relax.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And Gaines got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Whoa. Here we go.
First and 10 at the 44-yard
easy.
line.
Motion. Hey, here we go. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion, man. 41's coming. 41's a mic. Man, that's... Hey, easy.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Watch the twist. Check 26. Hey, kill.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Snap comes at 1, and now Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
5-1.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 25-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady. It's our time. It's our time. Check 37. Check 37. We're good. We're good. I 4. Ready. We're good.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's third down.
Ready. Yellow lady. Yellow lady. We're good. We're good. I 4. Ready. Double time. Alert. Alert. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, easy. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it.
To throw is Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. Going for it has paid off twice already on this drive. Can they convert again on fourth down? Let's see.
Here we go. Here we go. Switch. Switch. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Right here.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bills are going to get the football back. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore number 1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him a gain of 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside. Allen off the play fake. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley there to make the grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
95-56.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
95-56. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 49 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Now Kamara. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
41 Mike.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Ready.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Watch tight end. Out. 3 down. Hey, easy. 41 Mike. 41
Now Breeze. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal.
I'm coming. Mike 41. Mike 41. Check. Hey, 41.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Ted Ginn. As the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one.
I'm with you totally.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go right back to Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And able to find John Brown. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Bring her. Mike 51. 6-man. Check girls. Check the guy.
From the 41, Allen. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You can't block me. You can't block me. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking.
Singletary again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Bills.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, Allen steps away to his left. And his throw is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The Bills on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Allen now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now a run with Singletary. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz,
rush coming, and he's taken down. It's a man who started as a Buffalo Bill, Kiko Alonso. Came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Allen. He finds Yeldon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's how we do it.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Allen to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McKenzie. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards the pickup there. To throw is Allen. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check 52.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a